running today.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to something brand new. Well, not that we haven't been on StreamYard many times before, but I've officially gone through and clicked on the podcast option on YouTube. So now we have a podcast tab. So I figure, why not actually start putting a podcast title and then actually do a professional style looking name for it, even though there's nothing professional about being in psychedelics or being in a laundromat for that matter. But the fuck we are doing so.
Or seeing a Snorlax sleeping.
Or seeing a Snorlax sleeping with a baseball cap on. You know, like I said, got to support your local team. So hello, we got some topics to talk about tonight, considering this is Fridays usually our podcast nights, but it's officially the first of the Psychedelic Laundromat podcast. So if you're listening, there is a podcast playlist for anybody that is in the podcast section. You'll have all the episodes on there. You can go back and listen to some of previous episodes or even later episodes when they come out. But in order to do so, you have to click that bell. It's something called a notification bell, and somehow if you click on it, at some point the bell will ring, like when we upload a video or we're live streaming or something like that. Apparently that's how YouTube operates. So if you want to actually see when a podcast is going live or when we upload a video from the podcast, because I'll be clipping these into certain sections, then you will have opportunities to know when that happens if you click that bell. But at the same time, don't forget to like the videos if you enjoy our content, because that's how the algorithm works. Like if you click the like button, the algorithm will be like, ooh, we got to start recommending these assholes in their laundromat, and then subscribe as well.
Hello, Mr. L, our number one
Hello.
You already have notifications turned on for us dudes. Speaking of dudes, Good Burger 2's trailer came out, teaser trailer, I should say, 4 days ago. But we're not talking about that on the docket today because there's not really much from that. But we did get, I'm DINI. We also have Moonie, Sylph, and the Snorlax formerly known as Circus.
I told Joe I'm bringing back, since we're in SteamYard, I'm just going to do the old joke of changing my name around.
Yeah, so we got all of this coming up for you throughout tonight. We got a couple of topics that we'll be going through that happened throughout the week. Most notably, the biggest one to come out of this week was Cheeto Man getting a mugshot. And for those of you who don't know who Cheetah Man is, or Cheetah Man, he is definitely not a cheetah. Not by a long shot.
Oh,
Cheeto Man. No, that's insulting to Oompa Loompas.
Somebody with the same color as him.
No, they don't have. Look. Cheeto Man does not have green hair.
Wait. If we're calling him Cheeto Man, I'm already thinking about Cheeto Man from Tails Gets Trolled.
Yeah, Orange Man is the mascot for Orange Soda, Mr. L is saying. So we can't use Orange Man. So we got to go with Cheeto Man.
No. Freaking Kale Mitchell is the mascot for Orange Soda, remember?
Yeah, that too. But he's not orange.
Yeah, but he loves it.
Look, there's a stereotype that all Italians are orange people, but Trump is not Italian either. But anyway,
I don't even know what
Cheeto Man surrendered over to the Georgia authorities, and his mugshot was released. So I am going to screen share this so that you get a look at exactly So you get exactly what the thing, what the mugshot looks like. And there's apparently one other one that involves the Batman, and I'm gonna have to find that. But right, whoa, what the hell's going on over there?
I have no idea.
My fucking laptop is trying to malfunction on me. What the hell?
I was like, wait a minute, do you have dial-up? Are we back in the 90s with dial-up again?
Oh yes, we definitely have dial-up.
Anyway, here's a Cheeto Man's mugshot.
Oh.
As he stares into our soul.
Said this, like, half his face looks like it was blurred out in Photoshop, and the other one looks like you put a rolling pin.
Mommy, I want my lollipop.
It's such a Photoshop picture, man.
No, people have said, like, because there was a fake one from many months ago that was out, and people said, wait, why does the real one look exactly like the fake one?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, geez. One of those few cases where the fake one was AI generated, right?
Yeah.
Where he looks so much like an abstract idea of what a person should look like that AI was able to replicate it perfectly.
Yeah, Mr. Ellie's like, he looks so mad.
But I want it now.
He does look pretty pissed off.
Like, he's so mad. Like, somebody thought, like, oh, if he smiled, it would have made the mugshot more, like, better for him, like, optics-wise. But nope, couldn't even get that right.
He looks like a pouting child to me. That's all I can see. It's hilarious.
Let me read from the article from where the mugshot came from. So, oh, he wrote on Truth Social, they purposely show the absolutely worst pictures of me, especially the big orange one with my chin pulled way back.
Why does he sound like Mr. Burns?
Because that's exactly, I mean, he's just like every other billionaire. That's exactly what I am. I am exactly like Mr. Burns, except I don't have a gay sidekick. I would never have that. It would not exist in the entire world.
Dude needs to stay out of the spray tanning box long enough to fucking realize what's going on around him.
Listen, I watched a lot of Jersey Shore. I learned a lot from Snooki. I would have loved to have her on The Celebrity Apprentice when I was still hosting, but, you know, Arnold took her away from me, and now I fucking hate his guts, but I learned so much from her. Gym 10 laundry, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, God.
So the former president obviously prefers the mugshot taken in Atlanta's Fulton County Jail when he was booked on charges for plotting to overturn Georgia's 2020 election result on Thursday. Within minutes of the picture being released, it appeared on Mr. Trump's website, along with the statement saying he had been arrested despite committing no crime. What has taken place is a travesty of justice. Mugshots have destroyed other political careers. For him, it has already become a campaign symbol. In fact, in a matter of hours, his official campaign was selling T-shirts featuring the image, "Never Surrender." Mugs and stickers are also available.
But, like, he turned himself in.
Yes. Knowing full well that he was going to capitalize on it.
Of course, he's a businessman. That's what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. In fact, what was it? It is yet another example of how Mr. Trump continues to defy political gravity. We are no longer surprised when his poll ratings rise with each criminal indictment against him. The Georgia charges, after all, were the fourth in 5 months. We can also see that the man who may have to spend the better part of next year in a courtroom, not on the campaign trail, is still the front runner for the Republican nomination next year, because most people don't know it's an election year next year.
Ugh.
In fact, we had our debate. We had the Republican debate on Thursday, and it was 3 hours of nothing because Trump wasn't even there, and obviously people are going to be voting for him. So it's like, who are these fucking people up here? So people, it's like, it was just, I felt like a waste of time.
I'm not voting next year because how worse can we get that we're already in right now? Everything's just so fucking high. Whoever's fucking like voted in next needs to fucking save our asses. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it definitely ain't Trump, that's for sure. It's far from it.
Lower the goddamn prices. I can't fucking live like this.
Jazzy saying they're basically fighting to see who will be VP. Correct.
Hey, Jazz.
Everybody's fighting. Everybody's fighting to kiss the ring, because that's what this is all about.
Like this, I'm going to England.
Kissing Trump's ring. Fuck.
Yeah, because they would never admit they would want to suck his dick. So it's like, okay, we'll just do the ring instead.
Like this, I'm going to Canada.
Well, it's not that's any better in Canada. The prime minister separated from his wife, and it's not like it's any better up there.
Don't get in office again. I'm fine.
There's some. Isn't Canada also where a mass grave full of children was found and?
Yeah, a bunch of native tribes of like children. They were buried under school grounds.
Dude, that's nothing compared to what's happening in America a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that every country you go to is going to have its problems. So like I said, every country is going to have their problems. There's no point in traveling because then you got to go through a whole new slew of trying to find a new place, have to understand the new concept of money over there, and then you got to watch their bland Big Brother reality shows. Trust me, people got
fucking court case got dropped.
Well, we're not talking about that.
Just letting the fans know.
Chris Christie got booed for telling the truth. Everybody got booed. Like, in fact, there was like a metrics where they have like the graph on the screen that shows you like how people are how audiences are reacting, and then as soon as the boos came in, like the graph just went down drastically. It's like, oh fuck this guy.
It's all the same fucking game year after year. We're just trying to see whose dick is bigger.
God damn it.
Well, you know it's true.
I mean,
I have the best one.
True.
Like, I have the best one. It's the best one out of everybody. That's why they don't like me.
No, we know it because it's small.
There's nothing to prove that, Hunter Biden's dick. Like, I'm jealous of him, actually. That's why we're trying to go after him.
All right. Enough of the dick comparisons.
He can't help it. That's a fucking dick that's fucking size of my pinky finger.
or the little toe.
Oh gosh, the little toe that's like the grape that didn't get to be a grape.
Exactly.
or like the grape that just had surgery.
I just repeated. That was also a Family Guy joke.
And by the way, men, if you're hearing this, or people who have dicks, if you're hearing this, do not be insulted. All penis sizes are beautiful, okay? Just getting that out there.
Nothing wrong with that. Come on. We're just...
Jazzy saying, I do find it funny how they're hedging their bets on the off chance Trump gets thrown in jail next year. Oh, he'll probably, once the election is over and he loses, there's going to be a Monokuma sighting pretty soon after that.
God, no.
Monokuma take over.
Jazzy's like, they want to put all their eggs in the Trump basket, but at the back of their head, they know they can't. Yeah, they're practically afraid of him. It's no secret. They're all afraid of him. Let's see.
In case anybody is wondering, that we did finish Wednesday on Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. That's what, if you wonder what we're talking about.
Yeah.
How?
So there's still more to this article. So anyone who doubts Mr. Trump's continuing grip on the party should watch one moment from Wednesday night's televised debate. Mr. Trump chose to skip the event because he's so far ahead of his rivals. He believed he had nothing to gain by being there. Yet he still loomed over the stage. Yeah, he's up by 30 or 40 points right now. But seriously, I saw it last weekend and I liked it. Good for you, Jazzy. Thank you. All 8 candidates were asked to raise their hand if they would still support Mr. Trump for president if he's found guilty in court. 6 hands went up in the air, even if Florida Governor Ron DeSantis conspicuously waited to see what the other did before raising his. No, literally, my governor in my state, I was like, oh, would you still support Trump? He turned his head to the left. He turned his head to the right, saw that people all raised their hands. He's like, well, I might as well throw my hand up. It's like,
might as well make
wow.
Trump into a reality show while we're at it.
Oh yeah, no, he's not getting a TV show again.
May as well build a goddamn confessional.
We all going to hell. We all know that.
No, I mean like those reality show confessionals.
Mm-hmm. Trump and Big Brother. Now that'd be a fucking weird show.
I'm not eating slop. You will not see me eat slop. I am winning that competition. I would refuse to eat slop.
Yeah. This is a dude who orders over 50 Big Macs?
Yes, I had the best Big Macs. They were the best Big Macs, the best French fries. And like McDonald's has like high quality food. It's so delicious.
While he was still in office. Let's remember that.
Yes. And for that one team too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jazzy's bringing up the fact that Ron DeSantis had the Terminator smile, which was also pretty prevalent. God, guy is such a robot. He is such a robot. He's got no emotion whatsoever. He has a transcript implanted into his brain that his mind just reads for him.
Oh shit!
And on the transcript it says "try to smile," and then he can't even smile properly.
I'm surprised the robots that running Facebook and X hasn't ran for president.
No. We're not going to get to that. Not until it actually happens.
Oh, if they think of it, they'll probably do it.
Yeah. Something we do not want happening.
Elon Musk. He likes to fuck everything up.
Don't bring mosquito in this.
How does the party of family values elect a guy who has no charisma? Well, simple, Jazzy. They don't want to vote for the guy whose son has a bigger dick than all of them, because they're all scared of that.
Oh, they must be afraid that the son's gay. That's probably why they don't want to vote for him.
Oh, I mean, come on. We're all queer in a sense. People just don't want to admit it.
Hell, give me a girl and I'll fuck her.
I mean, we all know that you have single-handedly raised your hand and said, who here on the stage tonight would have sex with a woman if they were a woman? You didn't even have to look left or right. You just raised your hand right away. No hesitation.
I'm not ashamed of who I am. That's what's the problem. Most people are ashamed of who they are.
I did not hear about the beer event, Jazzy. There was a beer event and nobody showed up. Of course, because who's going to want to drink beer after that performance?
I mean, they probably they want to get drunk so they can forget about what happened.
All right, let me read more from the article before we move on. So 3/4 of the people running against Mr. Trump will not dare to say he should not be president if he has a criminal conviction. Chris Christie, who's an arch Trump critic, said somebody's got to stop normalizing this conduct. Okay, whether or not you believe that the criminal charges are right or wrong, the product is beneath the office of president of the United States. He was then booed off the stage.
Oh my God! Now I can already hear that part in that Mr. Mackey voice from South Park.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, drugs are bad. I'm going.
It's like arguably Mr. Christie has it wrong. The Republican Party is not normalizing Mr. Trump's conduct. It is celebrating his actions and rewarding him with more support and adulation each time his legal problems become more serious. They are not after me. They are after you. I'm just standing in the way. His supporters love that line, apparently. It is a phrase that reporters have been repeated back to them around the country, even though no one is sure what it actually means. It encapsulates the idea that he is more than another politician. He presents himself as a martyr for his support base. Mr. Trump has a unique talent for attracting attention. He is using this moment to suffocate his rivals and opponents by starving them of the oxygen of publicity. He has merged his legal problems with his political campaign and turned it into a reality TV show. That is why he brings cameras with him when he is arrested. That is why he called into right-wing TV stations to describe what it was like being booked in a notorious Atlanta jail. And that is why he will still use the mugshot as the ultimate accolade.
This guy thinks he's Elvis.
Oh no, he thinks he's bigger than Elvis. He thinks he's like
Oh.
I'm bigger than Jesus.
Don't say that. The last person did. They end up burning all their records.
Yes.
Well, no, you know what the difference is. You know what the difference is. They actually do believe he's Jesus.
I don't.
I mean, John Lennon looked the most like Jesus, and they fucking hated him for it.
Right.
I mean, they and to be fair, the Beatles practically were bigger than Jesus. They had more people in the arenas than Jesus had in churches. Let's be real here.
And you're
It's
right.
It's not like mega churches are like football arenas where they sit 100,000 people.
I don't know. That's what they're trying to aspire to these days.
Oh God.
Oh God.
You
Okay, when you
get
say that,
these
looks like we got our album second cover. See?
like mega churches now. It's like a fucking theater
not that
full of
big.
fucking people being like football stadium.
They're not that big.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I've probably seen bigger.
That's what she said.
Yep, it was the biggest in town. Go on, Joey, before I make a fool out of myself even more.
All right, I got another thing to screen share. So
Here
are all the other people. Here are all the other people that were also getting mugshots in Georgia, all of his conspirers, and somebody photoshopped them to look like Batman villains.
Oh no.
Oh God. Okay, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, the Penguin.
Can we move this closer?
Yeah, you want me to zoom in? I'll zoom in.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh my
Let's do a little
God.
We got Catwoman right here, Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, Penguin. I don't know who this is.
I think it's
Harley Quinn.
Some like Egyptian royalty or something. I don't know.
I have no idea. Why the hell's Dracula here?
I don't know. Was Dracula a Batman villain? Obviously, we have Riddler and then Harley Quinn.
One of these is not like the other.
Two of these are not like the other. Who the fuck is that one next to Harley? I know my lore a little bit on Batman, but I don't think Dracula and the Mummy was in Batman unless they did a crossover or something.
Jazzy says, Tut? Okay.
It's
Jazzy
King
says,
Tut.
Jazzy says, I saw a painting Spider-Man meme with both anti-Trump and Trump supporters wearing mugshot T-shirts.
Yes, because you know what we're doing on our side. We're actually making fun of the shirts by buying them and then actually giving the donations to charity of some kind.
Oh God!
From what I understand.
Are you guys idiots? I mean, you guys are wasting money by donating, getting the money.
Well, it's the same thing that the TikTokers did during the election last year. Like instead of they bought all the tickets to like in a Trump event in St. Louis, and then none of them showed up because they wanted to make sure that nobody can get tickets to the event. And Trump was like, "Oh wow, this building's going to be so packed. We oversold it by like 100 people. There was like people that couldn't get in." And then they realized it was part of a TikTok shit posting event. And then Trump got off the plane and he was just so embarrassed by the whole thing because only like a quarter of the people showed up to the event. So it's kind of like the same deal. Just get all the merchandise away so that nobody can buy it.
Maybe
that was the first result when I Googled Pharaoh Batman. Speaking of money, Jazzy says, funny how Trump is probably holding that fundraiser for Giuliani's fees because if he does it, Giuliani can turn on him. Yes, him and his makeup leaking off of his face. Which, by the way, Giuliani, former drag queen.
What?
Not literally, but like actually dressed up like a woman. and so dressed in drag. And then got embarrassed. It's like, oh, please don't show that. Please don't show that. Oh, yeah. And then there's Trump that looks like the Joker with the mustache, but I can't show that because I can't find it anywhere. Oh, yeah. Somebody was saying that Trump's mugshot also almost looks like Zoolander as well. So that's something else. So, yeah, that's practically all I can. That's practically everything about the mugshot thing. We'll see how. I mean, because technically election season has already started. So we got about a year and a half of this to go. So we'll see what else tries to pop up during that time. In the meantime, we will move on to a very sad moment this week in the wrestling world. It shocked practically all of us that have watched wrestling in the past 10 years. Somebody who was a very popular wrestler, very charismatic, very creative wrestler, by the name of Bray Wyatt, passed away at the age of 36. Not surprising for a wrestler to die at that age. Many wrestlers have died around that same time period, even going as far as high as 50 or as low as 20. And we don't know exactly what caused it. All we know is that there's been some type of health scare that happened in February. He had to be off TV for a while because of that health scare, and we didn't know anything about it. And then we found out last night that he suddenly passed away. His father, legendary wrestler in his own right, let everybody in WWE know that his son and Bray Wyatt passed away, and sent shockwaves from not only the fans but for the wrestlers themselves. And it's been a very, very long time since the death of a celebrity has really hit me hard, but it really did. It was a total shock. Just looking at a friend's social media page and seeing the tweet of the announcement that happened. And, you don't expect to hear news like that, especially when it's somebody that everybody loved. There was not like one bad thing that you could say about the guy. Like everybody thought he was funny. Everybody thought he was a genius when it came to making characters. The guy was such a horror movie fan that he incorporated elements of horror movies into the characters that he created, even going so far as to create a killer clown that wrestled in the ring. But when he was doing commercials or when he was doing backstage stuff, he would always pretend to be the equivalent of Pee Wee Herman. And it was fun to watch. It was fun because he came up with like his own side characters like Pee Wee Herman did. And like one was a pig and the other one was like a schoolyard bully of some kind. And one of them was like a buzzard that was like a puppet. And they were a lot of fun to watch. And his matches were always fun to watch. So for a lot of us, especially for my friend Alex and I, who grew up watching him 10 years ago when he first got into the company, we were very excited to see what he would be able to do because we knew him because his father, like I said, was a legendary wrestler, passed down his athletic genes to his son. And then we were like, oh, let's see what the son can do. And then completely outshined his father, became a 3-time world champion, which is not easy to do. You have to earn a lot of respect from people in the company in order to get even like one world title, but this guy got 3 of them. So that in itself, in its own right, is a lot of respect. And the guy could fucking like crawl like a spider in the ring. Like that's how scary the guy would often get. The guy had the longest neck beard out of anybody in the world. And I don't say that in a derogatory sense. I mean, literally, he had the longest neck beard in the world. And when he would get up from the ring, like he would lay down in the ring, he would get up by like on his hands and legs and then start crawling like a spider with his head upside down. So he was practically crawling, and then like wrestlers would oddly enough get scared for real because they really thought that there was a spider in the ring. But and then he would surprise them. Like if the wrestlers got too close to him, he started doing the spider, and they're like, dude, why do you keep doing that? It's like, because that's what my character does. I'm trying to fucking scare you. For a long time, he played a character that was very much like the movie Deliverance, where it was a very cult-like atmosphere. Like he had his own family that he called the Wyatt family, and they were a bunch of redneck hillbillies from like the dark side of the swamp, and they fucking would wear sheep masks, and they would oftentimes they had like a little cabin with just like a rocking chair that just creaked back and forth by itself. So it was like a very horror atmosphere. Like you did not want to be in this cabin with the family inside. And their catchphrase was always "run." But it was and then, like I said, he did the Pee Wee Herman thing afterwards, and people had a fun time watching him. And then he was fired for bullshit reasons, and then we got rehired again. And then when he came back last year, like the whole place erupted with cheers because they like everybody just loved the guy to death. Like one of the things he would do walk into the ring is he would have a lantern. The lights would be off. He would just walk down the ring carrying a lantern. And then the audience would turn on their flashlight mode on their phones, and they would wave their phones. So it looked like a bunch of fireflies like going around the ring. And it was a surreal experience seeing that live, because I actually went to a show live when he did that. And I participated in it, and just being in that audience with everybody doing the cell phone with the flashlight on, and everybody just in perfect sync, just rocking their phones back and forth. It was very surreal watching it when he would walk down and the music playing at the same time. And to see that will never happen again is very sad for a lot of us. And I know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was very, I know that he was hurting from it, because obviously he knew the guy's father for when he was involved in wrestling for a long time, when he was starting his career, and then getting to know his son, and then realizing just how charismatic this guy was. I mean, obviously he became like The Rock became a fan of his, and he was like one of the first people to mention something about him. And I know tonight, Friday Night SmackDown is on currently right now, so I have no doubt they're doing a tribute show at this very time. So I'm sure there's going to be some sit down interviews with some of the athletes, and they'll probably talk about him, or they'll probably do what they always do. They do a 10-bell salute in the beginning of the show, to support a fallen comrade. So I'll have to see exactly what they do tonight after we get off the show. But yeah, it was to find that out last night at around this time, actually. Like that's when the news came about, and it was not fun for a lot of us. I know I don't watch wrestling as much anymore, but I definitely knew who he was, and I knew he was trying to make a comeback. And to see that not happen after an unknown health scare is really sad. I mean, he leaves 4 children behind. This guy was married twice. He had 2 children with his ex-wife, and now he's got 2 children with his widow. So now, now he leaves 4 children behind, and he leaves a wife behind. And then knowing somebody who has actually lost a husband, the grief process is not the greatest thing to go through. And I know a lot of friends of his are going to be grieving, because I know he lost a friend of his that used to be a tag team partner of his just a few years ago. And I know he was devastated. And now to see him dead, it's like, it's unreal. And this is the thing about wrestlers. They die at very young ages, whether it's through drugs or whether it's through, like, because drugs can leave a lot of scar tissue, but knowing him, he never did drugs. And who knows what the health scare was. But these guys put themselves through so much that they die so young and too early, in my opinion. Like Terry Funk, who was a wrestler that died the day before, died at 76. I mean, that man lived a normal life and then died of old age. So, I mean, that eventually happens, but to see this happen was not fun. So, I thought I'd give my tributes and my condolences to anybody that's watching and listening, and to anybody that was a fan of his. So yeah, to get away from that, let's get to some other sad news for some video game fans. So Charles Martinet on Monday, I believe. Was it Monday? It definitely was Monday.
Yeah.
Let me actually get the article up now that let me get the NPR article up so that we can give like the full transparent context here. So Charles Martinet, the original voice of Mario.
Martinet.
Yeah.
I've heard him actually say Martinet like way back in like the early 2000s, and then he was like, "Oh, did I really say Martinet? I meant Martinet." So he doesn't even get his own last name right. So Charles Martinet, the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games since the 1990s, is stepping down. Nintendo of America confirmed Monday that Martinet will now serve in the role of Mario Ambassador, traveling around the world to promote Mario, signing autographs, and performing Nintendo character voices. He says, Nintendo in his statement said, "It's been a privilege working with Charles to bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him." And he's also played numerous other characters. He even played Mario's dad in the movie. So it was really a passing of the torch moment.
Also.
What?
Jetman in the movie also.
Yes. So in a Q&A session at a Canadian Game and Comics Expo 2 years ago, Martinet told the audience, "I want to voice Mario until I drop dead." But he added, if someday I think I'm no longer capable of doing it, I will tell Nintendo to look into finding someone else. Nintendo did not say why Martinet is stepping down or who would replace him as Mario's voice.
Well, the current game, there is a new voice for Mario, so I've been told.
Yes. Martinet did not perform for Mario in Super Mario Brothers Wonder. So when that comes out in about 2 months, we will probably find out who the new VAs are. And I say VAs because my theory is they're not just getting one person to play all the characters that Charles played. My theory is they're getting multiple VAs to play the multiple characters, which I'm totally fine with, because that means that more VAs get work. And I'm somebody that's not a fan of having one VA do voices of multiple characters, because that's taking away a job that other VAs have been trying to get for years upon years. I mean, if you get signed to a specific popular character, your career is set. I mean, it did that for Billy West when he voiced Bugs Bunny in Space Jam. And I remember at the time people were like, "Oh, why is he trying to replace Mel Blanc?" Well, somebody eventually is going to have to. Mel Blanc can't play all these Looney Tunes characters forever.
Isn't there like a group of voice actors who are just known for doing like most of the dubbed games?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I'm trying to remember some of the names, but there were certain people who do like voices that end up getting in like way more games. Like, hold on, I'm trying to remember. Okay, like Yuri Lowenthal.
Yuri Lowenthal, Travis Willingham, maybe.
Yeah, like when you look at their IMDb pages for video games, they have just a very long list.
Yes. Yeah, and yeah, because my whole thing, like I said, is like I don't want like one person to do multiple voices in a similar franchise, because that's another thing that, you know, companies try to do. They try to not take away, but they try to spend as less on popular for less as possible for content, because they know that they can spend less on talent. Because if they had to pay multiple VAs to do certain characters, that's like, well, that's out of our profit margin. And so, I mean, that I believe that's the same reason what they did for Charles when they brought him on in the 90s. It's like, oh, hey, can you just do these multiple characters instead of just Mario, so that we don't have to hire more people, except for ones who play Bowser and Princess Peach and everybody else. And of course he's going to say yes. I'm not going to blame him for that, because those voices are iconic. But now that we are in a sort of a new era, yeah, I would love to see more VAs get some opportunities to voice up other characters, and sort of give their own little takes on it. Because, look, regardless of who plays the voice, Mario is still going to be popular regardless of what happens. I mean, I can't tell you how many people, you know, at first said that they would not watch the movie because Chris Pratt voiced him and in the movie. And then when they saw the movie, they were like, oh, I completely forgot that Chris Pratt was in it. And I just enjoyed the movie for what it was. Yeah, my friends who I saw it with will defend that movie to this day. And it was like, fuck anybody that disagrees. So.
Wow. How the turntables.
Yeah, I mean, because listen, like people are gonna complain about it, but then when they go see it, like it's like, oh man, I probably reacted too hard to it, because as they learned, and as everybody knows, every single movie that it's out there is problematic in its own way. It's just a matter of like how problematic it is, that people pay attention to, but. Every single one. I mean, I could bring up Willy Wonka as an example. I mean, do I really have to explain the snozberries taste like snozberries?
I'm not even sure if I want to go see the newest one.
Oh, with Timothée Chalamet playing as him?
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, I saw the trailer for it, and yeah, that one, I mean, I don't know. I know it's the guy that directed the Paddington movies, so I mean, those were fun to watch. And it's definitely got that British style to it, which is
but we already saw like sort of a prequel within the fucking Burton movies. So I'm not sure.
No, that one sucked. That one was horrible.
Love the Gene Wilder.
I don't think nobody can defend that. Nobody can defend that movie.
But I love the Wilder version.
Oh yes, Gene Wilder. Yeah, Gene Wilder did great with it. But I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, wow, he blended both Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp's Wonka and made it into his own.
Like I said, I'm not sure yet.
I mean, we'll probably have to. I mean, I'm going to go see it regardless because I just love Wonka.
I know, I love Wonka too. It's just I don't have the money to go see it.
Did you say Wonker? I heard Wonker.
Jesus. All right. Okay. Knowing the mishearings again.
Yes, for those of you that have not been fans of the podcast before, what happens is sometimes Circus will mispronounce something, and I'll hear it as something else, and I'm like, "Whoa, what?"
And that's how we got many of our names.
That's how we got many of it.
It's like a running gag, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to Charles though. I remember when I was in high school, I wrote a paper on him, explaining why I was such a fan of his, because I even watched some of his stuff like before he even voiced Mario, because on his website, if you go to his website, it's still the same as it was in 2004. It has not fucking changed. The only thing that's changed is you can't watch his reel video. Like he had a video of a reel that he put on his website so that people could see his work. I mean, Charles Martinet, before he voiced Mario, he did a lot of trade shows. Like he was the host of a lot of trade shows. He would actually get on a bus from California, from Texas. I remember seeing a video of this. And he was like, man, all the way from San Francisco to Dallas. Man, that's a long bus ride. And then he would start like advertising products, which I thought's like, well, I mean, hey, this is what he got trained in acting school to do. Yeah, but he did a lot of like straight to video stuff as well, for like a lot of comedy stuff. And like people just started to realize like, oh wow, you can do voices. Like, can you do JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and play Wilson Phillips?
Wilson? Oh gosh.
Yeah,
he's also Pilot B.
And people don't know this. Charles Martinet actually voiced Toad in a Mario cartoon, but he didn't play Mario. Tom Kenny played Mario. People do not know that. So which I thought it was interesting.
Which Mario?
You can't tell me he's the one who does the scratchy one.
No, I don't even think Scratchy Toad was even a thing back then.
I'm talking about in the cartoons ones.
Oh, you been talking about the one from Super Mario Brothers Super Show?
See.
No, I don't think. I think it was like a specific Mario, like little TV movie or something. But I know he played Wilson Phillips in the JoJo OVA Part 3. Which I would love to ask him about if I ever meet him. It's like, what was it like being in a JoJo Bizarre Adventure series? And he's like, what?
You can ask me about JoJo. What the hell?
I mean, hey, like I would be obscure about it. Like, let's not talk about Mario. Let's talk about how the fact that you played a carbon copy of Alex Trebek in a Jeopardy parody,
or how he voiced a dragon in Skyrim.
Yeah, that too.
Sorry.
And also how he also
Alex
played
Trebek will always be Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, he played Alex Trebek in like Celebrity Jeopardy on SNL and
no. Circus. Did you say Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
I was like, what is the son of like now? Will's a pharaoh now?
Whatever the hell you pronounce his name, I don't give a fuck.
Ferrell?
What?
Yeah, Ferrell.
Yeah, like the guy who played Anchorman.
No, the guy now would scream, "Mom, the meatloaf!"
The guy known as Elf.
Oh God, that movie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go on Charles's IMDb really quick because I need to know what else he played that I'm not thinking off the top of my head. I know he was in a lot of Shakespeare stuff when he was studying acting in London because that's where he learned acting. I'm hoping that there was one time where he ran into Patrick Stewart because that would have been my dream. I was like, oh my God, what was it like meeting Captain Picard? All right, let me scroll through because it's a bunch of Mario shit, of course.
He was Magenta in Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's something. Oh, he was in a Dr. Seuss kindergarten video game.
Probably one of those like learn to read, play games or something.
All right, let's see if there was any movies that he was in that I recognize. Oh my God, he was in an episode of Matlock.
God.
But he wasn't known as Charles Martinet. He was known as Charles Martinez.
Okay, we need to fucking find that fucking clip ASAP.
He was in Roblox the movie 2, The Attack of, and then they spelled Julian with dots in between it, and he voiced a character called Boob.
Oh my God, I've seen season 3 of Matlock. How did I not know that Charles Martinez, because that's what he went by? Hold on. I'm going to see if there's a clip on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is losing his shit.
No, there's no goddamn clip of it. Damn it.
Well,
he's also in Ratchet and Clank and played a character called Orvis.
Yes. Oh, I didn't realize he was the announcer in Super Punch-Out. All right, let me see what other movies. Wait. Oh, wait, no, I'm the wrong Anastasia. I'm like, wait a minute. He was in the Anastasia movie?
Reader Rabbit, the Great Alphabet Race.
Wait, Wait, he played William Shakespeare in a San Diego video game? I would have loved to have seen that. A drunken Shakespeare? What? Holy crap.
Oh no, please don't tell me he was in it.
You need to track that down now, Joey.
It came out in 99, so... Wait, I probably had that game, because I remember having a Carmen San Diego game in the late 90s. If that's the one, I gotta find to see if I remember that.
Okay, I'm gonna link this here, but is this a bootleg Atlantis movie, or...
Probably is.
No, let me see. The Legend of Atlantis. When did this come out? 2004? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he voiced a character in that.
It's probably like the Good Times shit. Just a knockoff of what they want it to be.
Yeah.
For a moment, I was kind of worried it was going to be like related to the bootleg Titanic movie where they go to Atlantis.
Oh, please don't remind me of the rapping dog.
Oh, that one, that's a different one. This one had anti-whaling plot line.
I was trying to see, because all this is just video game stuff. Because I'm trying to see if there were like movies.
Yeah, you gotta track down all the video games he's ever been in.
It's just mostly Mario stuff, and then I know he did a couple of Star Wars, but
no, he was in a Golden Films film.
Oh no.
Well, I mean when you're desperate.
Yeah, but that's bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Wait, he offered the Waluigi voice in Google Translate?
What?
Wait, what? Was there a Waluigi? What the hell? I want that.
He provided the voice in the stupid Mario Brothers show? Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I don't... Let's see what else he's doing. Oh, Reader's Rabbit, which is like a video game that's upcoming, but that's really it. So the last thing that he voiced for a Mario game was Mario Strikers Battle League, which was the soccer game.
Yahoo!
Yeah, so once again, end of an era. I remember there was like an old clip of that he was at a convention and he was like doing all the famous movie quotes in Mario's voice. Like he did Gone with the Wind. What was it? He played Jack Nicholson in The Shining. He's like, Wendy, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going to bash your brains in.
All I can imagine is that fucking like 3D fucking Mario head they used to have when he first came out with the Mario boys.
No. He also did Empire Strikes Back, and Darth Vader sounded like an Italian Darth Vader.
Oh, no.
I'm not kidding. It's like, Loki, I'm your papa. No, you're not my papa. Stop saying I'm not your papa, you little twerp. I'm going to cut your hand off with my saber sword. Oh, Papa, why did you cut my hand off with the saber sword?
Because you're a little bastard, that's why.
Yes, you do not even like the pasta that I provided for you.
I will give you a cannoli and you will eat it.
I mean, come on. It's got the chocolate chips. It's got the ricotta in there. You love that stuff. No, I do not like ricotta. I'm a pecorino man. Like, how dare you say that? Pecorino is not allowed in our family. We only eat Parmigiano Reggiano.
Now shut up and drink your wine.
Like, come on. We got these wheel of cheeses for a reason. We got it all the way from Bologna. I do not like a Bologna. I'm an Abruzzo man. How dare you say that? That's how dare you say that the... You better not say that you love Sicilia. Oh, I love going to Sicilia. It's better than going to the mainland. Blasphemy. Get out of my house.
All I can hear now is Mario say, I don't like bologna. For some reason.
Yeah.
If I wish I would, Oscar Mayer wiener.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's why we have a fucking podcast for.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
I mean, come on. How many times are you going to hear people talking about Mario singing Oscar Mayer songs?
Hey, Nintendo, make that happen. I want to hear Mario sing the Oscar Mayer Wiener song.
It's like, wait a minute. Why are we starting to advertise for Oscar Mayer? I fucking hate this brand. Look, you're getting paid a lot of money, Mario. There's ample opportunities. I already make money from the games. I don't need to be doing this shit. Wait, why can't I be with that transgender woman doing Bud Light? I mean, that would be much more preferable to me. I drink that shit all the time now. I mean, my God, it's like the best beer. How dare you, Mario? You say that Bud Light is better than Guinness? Oh, yeah, fuck that Irish shit.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
Shut up, Mario. Stay in the corner and eat your own fucking macaroni and cheese.
Look, that's not even an Italian dish. Thomas Jefferson stole that from Italia and then came in all the way to America, gave it to his friends.
Shut up and eat your fucking
No. I will not eat your fucking Kraft shit, okay? Kraft sucks. And so does Stouffer's. I'm going to have the fucking shit that you stole from there, from Italy, and then you're like, what was it? Thomas Jefferson's cousin took the mac and cheese recipe and then sold it to Kraft, and now we got the crappy shit.
But the noodles are in the shape of you.
No, I do not want mac and cheese shaped like my face. Just get me some seashells, some penne, some rotini, some any type of short pasta. I would prefer to eat that. I do not want to eat my own face. I do not come from Miami.
This is Mario on Coke, everybody.
Coca-Cola. The real thing, the real shit is in here. We put it back in. Why do you think Luigi was so hyper when he was inside a mansion all the time? I slipped some Coke in his drink.
Oh, that's why he was singing Ghosts.
Did you spike it or something?
I mean, he was starting in his own game for the second time. He was so nervous. I had to do something.
Of course, because you never give him a lot of time to fucking shine.
I gave him 3 games. 4 games if you count Mario as missing.
Because he's afraid to leave you behind.
Yeah, I want him to fight all my battles for me. I mean, seriously. I mean, oh, no.
I mean, who really wants to fucking fight Bowser, right, Luigi?
I mean, he breathes fire for a living. I mean, I don't like the fire. I like to sit around the fire with some. I like to sit around the fire with the s'mores, and I like to sit around and sing some old Italian songs that Mama used to sing.
Now I'm just imagining Bowser punching in and just being like, "Okay, got to do this to pay for Junior's college."
It's like, Bowser's frustrated because Luigi, we fucking blocked this scene. All I'm doing is punching you. You're not gonna feel the punch. Like, no. Please, but what if there's an accident? What if you accidentally hit me? You got the insurance, Luigi. That's what insurance is for.
It works in the other world, like Brooklyn, not here in the Mushroom Kingdom, of course.
What are you talking about? I sell this kind of insurance all the fucking time.
Yeah, like I
oh God.
Shit.
Oh God, now I'm picturing Toad selling real estate. Mario, you want to get a house?
Next you know, he wants to be a fucking dentist like that one fucking elf.
Oh God, Mario Dentist, the next game. Although I heard rumors that we're getting another Mario baseball game, which I'm excited about. The baseball games were fun as hell.
I'd rather have a fucking Mario game where it's just fucking Operation but Mario theme.
Oh, you mean Dr. Mario? Yeah, they had that in the N64. It didn't do so well.
I did not know that.
Dr. Mario
that
never
one was
had
just
another
a puzzle
game
where you had to match colors.
But
yeah,
I
that one was horrible, and that's why they never made another Dr. Mario game
again.
I just
want an Operation.
Or on console. They had a one on mobile.
Of course they did.
I want a physical copy of Mario Operation. Just a picture of Mario on the table, and we're taking weird shit out of him.
Oh, fuck.
Listen, is there any way that I can sign up with John Madden and that we could partner with him so that we could finally create a football game?
No.
So why not? I would love to be the quarterback.
Because it would cost too damn much.
What do you mean it would cost too damn much? People will buy the game because I'm in it, because the Madden games suck.
I feel this is a similar reason to why a Mario game with wrestling didn't work out. Because they didn't want to see the characters like throwing each other around.
Yeah, like, oh, here comes Mario with a steel chair.
Mario
comes
and
Peach with the
NASCAR. I
suplex.
can see it now. Oh, I gotta eat this mushroom and go fast.
Mario, you and me, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we fight for the title.
Okay, and looks like we got ourselves Mario vs. Bowser on pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Mario versus Sonic on pay-per-view. People literally would pay droves to see that.
Even though there was a wrestling event that they did, except it was for Smash, and people are trying to find the footage. Was it called Slam Fest? Smash Fest?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mars says he kind of sounds like the duck from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I have no idea what that is, Mars.
It's like
You don't know what Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is?
No, I don't.
It's a weird fucking mini series. Now it's
Yeah, they take like kid shows, but it gets fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I've never seen it.
Neither
Oh, Sylph, you're gonna have to show him.
Oh.
Yes, yeah, you're gonna have to
Is
see
this
this
what
afterwards.
Is this going to be like one of those live reactions where we screen share it and then I just watch it like we did with Long Man?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah?
shit. And I goddamn missed
Elliot,
that.
get off my desk. You are not
Unless
eating
it's-
my ice cream.
And I fucking missed that, the video, though, of us reacting to Long Man. That was fucking glorious.
The fucking bunny ears.
Wait, unless Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is copyrighted. I don't think we can actually live screen it.
We're gonna have to do that after the stream.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's what I was trying to say.
Sorry, folks. Maybe when I get some more context, I can finally understand what Mars is saying. Sorry, Mars. Not your fault. I just don't know the reference.
I haven't seen them all, but I know what it is.
I mean, I just got into home movies again, so.
Trust me, it gets fucked up.
All right. Well, moving on from that, let's talk about something else that we talked about a long time ago. So, Fire Festival 2 is happening next year.
Motherfucker. Have they not learned their damn lesson?
How many times you gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
So here's the article from ABC News. So the disgraced founder of the 2017 Fire Festival, Billy McFarland, is selling tickets for a follow-up event, and customers are buying them. He said in recent posts on Instagram. An initial batch of tickets from Fire Festival 2 sold out 2 days after they went on sale, McFarland said on Tuesday. Now, I do not believe him for a second. He could be lying. I mean, he has not shown the numbers on that. There have been two influencers though that have came out and said that they spent nearly $600 to $6,000 on tickets for this thing.
Ooh.
It was somewhere within that range.
I mean, that thing I need is to go to a ghetto tent with eating nothing but cheese sandwiches.
You mean the FEMA tents?
The half FEMA tents. They weren't even full
Yeah.
FEMA tents. It was just half FEMA tents. And people peed in those tents, by the way, just so that other people wouldn't take them.
Wait, actually peed or?
They actually
Yeah,
peed on the tent so that nobody would take them.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
And they stole pillows and blankets from other tents.
that almost sounded like the DashCon ball pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if your ass is stranded on the island, that's your fault. You fell for this fucking scam again.
Yeah.
You idiots.
So, Billy
Snake
said
oil
5.
salesman. They all call this like dealing with a snake oil salesman.
I'd rather deal with a snake oil salesman.
Yeah, at least the one from Red Dead Redemption had charisma. This guy didn't. Yeah, this guy sold fake black credit cards to make people feel like they were good.
And they lied about
Grady Childs, we are not talking about that. So
yeah, I already
don't get your hopes up.
Earlier stream.
So Billy said, Fire is about people from around the world coming together to pull off the impossible. This time we have incredible support. Unless, of course, it's the Bahamas, then they fucking hate our guts.
Dude, we know you're broke. Shut up and stop ripping people off. The
follow-up event is set to take place in the Caribbean. Doesn't specify where in the Caribbean. All we know is it's not the Bahamas. Toward the end of 2024. He said in an announcement video. Oh, I have not watched the announcement video. Hold on. I'm going to try to see if I can find it. And then, oh, God, I found it. Oh, God, he's blue check marked on Instagram,
music
too.
In it.
Hold on. Let me see. Nope. It has no music in it at all. So let me actually pull up the video while I'm at it.
Because that's the last thing we need is to be taken down because of fucking copyrighted music.
All right. Share, goddammit. Why would you share? There we go.
It's a big day.
I'm not talking about Cher. She never did anything.
Our tickets are officially.
Why is he in a bathrobe?
It is.
Well, because, he just got out of the hot tub, with probably like 2 imaginary ladies on his side, because he's got to pretend that he's a rich guy from New York.
Try to pretend like he's hot shit when clearly he's not.
It's been the absolute wildest journey to get here. And it really all started during the 7th-month stint in South.
Oh, wait. I just noticed he's got AirPods in his ears as well. Of course he does.
No, those are just knockoffs.
Solitary confinement. I wrote out this 50-page plan of how it would take this overall interest and demand in fire and how it would take my ability to bring people from around the world together to make the impossible happen.
Yeah, you fucked it up last time. Don't do it again.
We're going to make the impossible happen. I wrote a 50-page plan while I was in solitary confinement. After he spent like a lot of time saying that he refused to go to jail. Mm-hmm. And that he went there.
Best partners in the world to allow me to be me while executing Fire's vision to the highest level. In my first year, I partnered with one of the biggest and best TV companies in the world to produce a documentary called After the Fire.
Yeah, and that didn't do so well. Now, did it, Billy?
Uh-huh.
Not even close. I mean, it was so noticeable that nobody watched it. People watched the 2 documentaries that were on Hulu and Netflix, but they certainly didn't watch your podcast or listen to it.
Also worked with one of the biggest production companies to sign a deal to produce Fire Festival, the Broadway musical.
What? What the fuck? Why? Why does Fire Festival need to be a Broadway show? Holy shit. What the hell? What the actual fuck?
Why try to make a Broadway show out of a scam?
Look at me. I'm peeing in the tent. Pee in the tent. Pee in the tent.
Dude, you're not Hamilton. Fuck off.
I bite into the cheese sandwich and I think it fucking sucks. Nom 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 fucking sucks. Nom nom nom.
Turn this bus around, so help me. So help me.
Yes.
Please turn this bus around. Turn this bus around, or so help me. So help me. I think I'm gonna take a crap in your chair.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, let me go.
We are going out of here, getting the fuck out of here, and let us get out of here before we get scammed out again.
Oh, God.
Let's make this a real fire festival. Let's set everything on fire.
Well, no, that's not real fire because our fire is spelled F-Y-R-E.
Hey, get those powder, Circus, and that makes the flame.
My fire. I'll just set everything. I'll just burn everything up.
No, Circus. Circus. Hear me out. How about using like the flames, the powders I'm telling you about? You just put it on the flames and make them fucking change color.
I swear that's also the name of a hair dye that's heat activated.
Dude, let's fucking build a straw man and burn it up like fucking like what's it called?
Ow.
and then have them sing "If I Only Had a Brain."
Yeah, play the music while the end of the
Get
festival.
copyrighted from the people that made the Wizard of Oz.
And finally, today we are announcing Fire Festival 2. We spoke to people as far away as the Middle East and South America.
Of course he would try to get money from Saudi Arabia. Of course he would, because that's what everybody's doing now. Like, golf is now in the hands of Saudi Arabia, now Fire Festival.
And ultimately, we decided that Fire Festival 2 is coming back to the Caribbean. We were targeting
just not the Bahamas. They fucking hate us. They want their goddamn money.
Yeah.
Fire Festival 2 for the end of next year. And in the meantime, we'll be doing pop-ups and events across the world. Guys, this is your chance to get in. This is everything I've been working towards. Let's fucking go.
Guys,
what's up, guys?
Fire Festival.
Wow.
We can fucking report on it. We can fucking like.
I'm not going. Are you kidding me? You know how much tickets are? It's like $799 to $7,999. No way.
Dude, I'd rather take $700 than do it elsewhere. I'd rather pay a hooker, to be honest. At least I get a nice fuck out of it at the end of it.
At least it's legal in Vegas, so.
So.
Hey, Sylph, what are you doing?
Sylph's in chat.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God. Why, Grady? Why would you bring this up?
So don't acknowledge it, is what I'm trying to say. Don't.
All right. I'm not.
So all ticket sale revenue will be held in escrow until the final date is announced, McFarlane said, adding that he plans to hold pop-up events around the world in the meantime. In 2018, McFarlane pleaded guilty to scheming thousands of people out of money from the Fire Festival. He was later sentenced to 6 years in federal prison for defrauding investors. Customers and investors lost over $26 million in two separate fraud schemes, according to the DOJ. The festival was subject of two documentaries, as I said. McFarlane tried to get released from an Ohio prison in 2020 due to COVID, but they said, fuck no. In a court filing, prosecutors argued that McFarlane had a disciplinary violation, which counts against his release. According to court documents, McFarlane had a pen with a USB recording device inside the prison that he denied knowing about. During a 7-month stint in solitary confinement, he put together a 50-page plan to capitalize on the interest garnered by the Fire Festival. You imagine just sitting in solitary confinement, and then you're just be like, okay, just gonna fill out everything about what the next plan is gonna be.
He's just kicking a dead horse at this point.
Yeah.
I've heard of beating a dead horse, but never kicking.
Okay.
What else is on the chat thing?
Okay. So Sylph had brought up the spotless giraffe.
Oh yeah, I saw that just now.
Yeah, I was born in a Tennessee zoo, and weirdly enough, it was mentioned on the news, on TV.
Yes, I got the article right here. So it says a female reticulated giraffe was born at Bright Zoo in Tennessee last month, but she was born without any spots, which is a rarity. Standing 15 feet tall, giraffes are the tallest mammals in the world. When mothers give birth, the calves are already 6 feet tall, and other than on especially rare occasions, they're both covered from hoof to horn in brown spots. Bright Zoo in Limestone, Tennessee, announced that it welcomed the birth of a reticulated giraffe without any spots on July 31st. The zoo's director, David Bright, said zoo staff have been reaching out to zoo professionals across the country, inquiring about how rare the giraffe can be. So far, zoo officials say the only record of a reticulated giraffe being born without spots was in Japan in the 70s. Pictures of the calf can be seen on the Facebook page, standing next to her mother without her spots. The zoo is asking the public to help name the newborn by voting on one of 4 names available on the zoo's Facebook page by Labor Day. So here are some of the names. Kipeki, which means unique in Swahili. Farali, which means unusual or extraordinary. And Shakiri, meaning she's the most beautiful. And Jamila, which means one of great beauty.
I like Shakiri.
Oh, that's the one I didn't like because it reminds me of someone that not good memories with.
Bright told a local radio station that the zoo looked at thousands of names in their meetings before settling on the 4 available to vote on. Votes will be tallied and announced on September 4th. According to the Giraffe Conservation Foundation, there are only an estimated 16,000 reticulated giraffes left in the wild. 50% drop from 36,000 giraffes, 35 years ago. There are 117,000 giraffes across 4 species and 9 subspecies, many of which are designated vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered. But let me show the actual picture of the giraffe so that people get a chance to see what it
and just
looks like.
Leave it up for a little bit because it's really cute.
I know, right?
All right, according to the Smithsonian Magazine website, hold on, I gotta scroll up. There were 2 others, or okay, only 2 others have ever been recorded. The older sibling of Toshiko, I'm guessing that's the one that. Oh, okay, cool. I'm guessing that's the one that they mentioned that was in Japan, and an individual in Uganda.
She's a pretty little girl.
Oh, okay. I found an image of the other giraffe that was born without spots.
You got it so we can share it?
Yeah, hold on. I just have to copy paste this. It's in black and white, though.
Of course, because it's from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So no surprise there. If I can just click it.
Ooh, and there's
oh, God, it's... Hold on. Let me... There it is.
Oh, that's baby.
I can barely see it.
Well, that's black and white for you.
I'm just talking about up close. Oh,
that better?
See if I can add color to it online.
Oh, no, don't tell me you're going to Casablanca it.
Perhaps.
It's fine in black and white. I just couldn't see it up close because we have to go further.
Oh, here's another picture.
Aww.
Just smelling the roses or the mushrooms. That looks like a mushroom.
It could be also some lettuce because you can feed that to giraffes.
Yes, you can. I actually did that once when I was at what we call Lion Country Safari down here.
Wait, we might have been to the same place. Is this also like the same zoo thing that had like the bird sculptures and the machine you could put like you give a quarter and it gives you a wax or not a quarter. You give it like some quarters and it gives you a wax figurine.
I don't remember that. But again, I haven't been there in years.
A lot of the animals there were pacing and they were like screaming children.
Okay, when you went, is this place, did you go through a gate and did you go through a long drive? Just looking at the animals?
Don't think so. No, like we could walk around.
Different place then.
Ah, all right.
I've been to the St. Louis Zoo, so that's where I got to see the giraffes.
Me too.
And I saw a live birth from a giraffe. Like I saw the baby come out and everything.
Like in real life, not like through a webcam?
No, through a webcam on the news. And I was working in the news. I told this story before, haven't I? I haven't. Okay. So when April the giraffe was pregnant many years ago.
Oh gosh, I remember this.
This was around the clock news. We had an April giraffe watch because people wanted to know when this goddamn baby was getting out of April's area.
He sounds so traumatic, everybody.
I saw it. I literally saw the baby. Well, first of all, on the Saturday that it happened, we saw the baby giraffe's legs already swinging. And then 10:30 rolls around because the show ended at 10:30. And then as soon as 10:30 hit, we were 30 seconds off the air. And they show the webcam footage because it's like, oh, well, we haven't seen the baby come out yet. And then, oh, look, the baby just came out. And the director knew about animal births and what happens after the baby comes out. So he immediately gets off of it. But we're seeing the feed still on the monitor to our side, and
the
blood and
stuff,
all
like
the
placenta?
Oh god, the afterbirth.
The blood and the placenta came out of it, and we're watching. And the meteorologist and the weekend anchor are watching in horror as it's happening. And we're like, "Yeah, we'll see you Sunday, everybody." And the director's like. And the director's on the headset going, God damn, what the fuck? Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Blah. Oh god, man, it sounded like the thing from Alien was coming out of the giraffe.
Oh god, I think you told it on Legends. So this is the Laundromat. So you're gonna have to start telling your stories again.
We went to the newsroom afterwards, and I was like, I don't want to stay. I want to leave. And it's like, fine, go ahead, leave. But everyone was just sitting around the newsroom like, what the fuck did we just watch? Why did nobody warn us that this was going to happen? And then the morning anchor came in on Monday. The one that was like so excited for it, like the weekday anchor in the morning. She was like, oh my God, I was so excited to see this. I was so happy. I was wanting to see April on a Friday morning come out of that mother's womb, April. I was happy. And then she came in on Monday. She's like, God damn it. It happened on a Saturday. That, this was supposed to be the big thing that got us ratings. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, God damn it. I wanted to see it live. I wanted to react to it. And I was like, oh, yeah, we reacted to it. It was not fun.
Yeah,
Trust me.
We reacted to it all right.
Yeah. Oh, you made that sound so sexual, Moonie. Like, no.
I mean, she would fucking be throwing up if she saw the afterbirth shit.
All right. I got a colorized version of them.
I don't know. After telling this story again, I don't think I want to look at giraffes right now.
Oh.
Oh no, Moonie, what have you done? What have you done, Moonie?
What did you do?
What?
This horror that has been unleashed.
It ain't me. It ain't fucking me.
Was it Sylph?
No, hold on. Hold the fuck on. I have to get on Discord.
I tried finding a picture of the one that was in Uganda, but they couldn't find it.
Hey, I didn't send it to you, and why did you decide to kill me on this?
Ooh, okay, so there's a Google
you
book.
Did send it to me.
There's a news article for this. Oh, cool! This one was born in January. All right, I found the article. Okay, so a rare spotless nanny giraffe will be shown to the public late this month at the Unino, I hope I got that right, Park Zoological Garden in Tokyo. The animal was born at the zoo January 16th. The emerald-eyed, light brown young giraffe fawn named Toshiko has no spots on her skin. The keepers believe that there are only 3 spotless giraffe fawns in the world. One of them is kept at the national park in Uganda in East Central Africa. And the other, Toshiko's sister, at the same zoological garden. Zoo officials said they plan to have Toshiko formally registered as a world rare animal along with a white gorilla at the Barcelona Zoo in Spain and a white tiger at the New Delhi Zoo. Toshiko is the 13th giraffe born in the country, but she is the first ever born during the cold Japanese winter. According to the zoo officials, she stood 71 inches and weighed 175 pounds when born and began running around in the cage 2 hours after birth. She started eating straw soon after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I wish they put like a picture of it too. But yeah, Japan Reports, volumes 17 to 18. I'm wondering what the other one's named. Oh, hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Alex.
Now we move on. Before we move on to the next topic, I have to show this that Moonie has unleashed.
Oh no. Ew.
What the fuck?
I know what wait.
Admit it, Mooney, you did it.
All right. Fucking Christ. I mean, I found it on Twitter, and I said, and I was freaking out too, dude.
I didn't realize this until now, but it's almost close to the Phoenix Wright suit,
Oh my god.
except it's not as blue.
Objection.
Objection. All right, enough of that. God. And I won't show the other one because it's in a later game. I can't show that. Thank God. But they're gonna probably see more memes of that later down the line. All right. Other topics. So, who here knows Carlos Santana?
The singer.
No.
The guitar player, actually.
Or I mean, guitar, yeah.
Yeah, very famous in the 70s. But recently came under fire for some anti-trans remarks.
Oh, lordy.
So he issued and then deleted an apology to our community after disparaging remarks he made during a recent show went viral.
Ugh.
So he said, "I'm sorry for my insensitive comments. They don't reflect that I want to honor and respect all persons' ideals and beliefs. I believe that what I said hurt people, and that was not my intent. I sincerely apologize to the transgender community and everyone I offended." He posted that on his Facebook page yesterday, but then removed it today.
Coward.
He continued.
That was kind of half-assed, but still.
He continued, "Here is my personal goal that I strive to achieve every day. I want to honor and respect all persons' ideals and beliefs, whether they're LGBTQ or not. This is the planet of free will, and we have all been given this gift. I will now pursue this goal to be happy and have fun, and for everyone to believe what they want and follow in your hearts without fear. It takes courage to grow and glow in the light that you are, and to be true, genuine, and authentic. We grow and learn to shine our light with love and compliments. Have a glorious existence. Peace." So today he replaced that with another post that said, "The energy of consciousness generates its own kind. Hate begets hate. Love begets love."
That sounds like the whole live, laugh, love bullshit that Karens love to use.
Yeah.
So the apology came after he was filmed in New Jersey in June, telling his audience that certain gender expressions and identities ain't right. Footage of those comments, which many called out publicly, circulated on social media yesterday. Back then, he said, "When God made you and me before we came out of the womb, you know who you are and what you are. Later on, when you grow up, you see things and you start believing that you could be something that sounds good, but you know it ain't right. Because a woman is a woman and a man is a man, that's it. Whatever you want to do in the closet, that's your business. I'm okay with that.
I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah, so that's but he wasn't the only rock star that had some horrible things to say during this week. Alice Cooper also said some things.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
So Alice Cooper was dumped by a cosmetics company after he questioned the rush to perform trans surgeries on kids and said that transitioning genders was a fad. He signed a brand partnership deal less than 2 weeks ago with Vampire Cosmetics, which markets spooky and gothic themed makeup, lipsticks, palettes, and lashes. However, Cooper was let go by the company after he expressed opposition to gender affirming care for kids, which entails hormonal treatments and helping to transition. So this is what he said. I'm understanding that there are cases of transgender, but I'm afraid that it's also a fad, and I'm afraid there's a lot of people claiming to be this just because they want to be that. I find it wrong when you have a 16-year-old kid who has no idea, which, by the way, that's the age when people should start learning about sexual education. That's been proven many times over. There's been scientific papers about that. And then he just kept going and going, and then the cold comments that he said didn't sit well with Vampire, which sells its products in 130 stores in the New Orleans area. And it's like no comment from his spokesperson either. By the way, Vampire Cosmetics is owned by women and disabled people and LGBTQ people, and the products are vegan based also.
I'm gonna have to check them out.
Yeah, so I was about to say Circus. I mean, if you're gonna get ready for Halloween this year,
I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna be this year. I'll be honest.
well, you got no Halloween ideas.
The way I've been feeling for the last fucking 3 months, I don't know if I am gonna make it till Halloween half the time.
Wait, why am I on Google Translate? Hold on.
All the time, I just want to sleep.
Oh, you could be the Sandman then.
No, I think I'll just dress up as a Snorlax so nobody can bother me.
Do they even have Snorlax outfits?
I have no idea.
Because I know they definitely have. Snorlax pillows.
Or those giant plushes.
Yeah, like they're big enough to like fit on a bed and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people just have Snorlax beds now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's all the news I got. There wasn't
All right.
there wasn't too much, but yeah, that's generally what happened throughout the week.
Maybe next week will be juicier.
Well, I mean, we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what comes
the writer
out.
for Cha-Cha Slide has died.
Who?
The writer for Cha-Cha Slide.
What's that?
It was a very popular dance that told you to do different dances and shit. They like do the Charlie Brown and all that bullshit.
Wait, is this the everybody clap your hands?
Yes, that song.
Oh God, that's the wedding song that I can't get out of my head every single time.
Dude, we used to do that fucking song in gym.
Oh God, I thankfully they did not do that in our high school.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that song like lasting 15 minutes. I'm like, is there another song that people play at weddings? Like, why is this a thing?
Dude, it's better than the chicken dance, I have to say.
But you could say tequila every verse.
That's
Dun dun
tequila.
dun
I
dun
said
dun dun
chicken
tequila. Dun 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 dun
I
dun
said chicken
tequila.
dance. Chicken dance.
Oh, that okay. I'm thinking of another chicken song then.
What the fuck does the fucking tequila song have to do with fucking chicken?
Oh, come on. You never seen Korn like dancing to and drinking tequila while that song's playing?
No, because half the time I'm after him with a fucking butcher knife.
But then tequila.
Corn, if you don't shut that goddamn song off, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh yes, I do remember the chicken song now. Thankfully, I've never had to do that either. I do remember it in the Jimmy Neutron movie though.
Oh god, I hate that.
Because that's the song that they played in order to awaken the giant ass chicken in the egg that Patrick Stewart was trying to hatch. Oh yeah, because the parents were going to be used as the sacrifice for the giant ass alien chicken.
I blacked out that whole entire movie, so I don't know.
All I know is that the main villain was evil Picard. That's it.
Well, the thing is, I watched the TV show more than I have actually watched the movie. And
well, yeah, because the reason why the movie didn't do so well is because nobody knew what Jimmy Neutron was. Like, the movie came out before the show did. They tried to advertise Jimmy Neutron as a full-fledged movie before it ever became a show. And people were just like, people didn't even watch the movie until after the show came out.
Mm-hmm. No, hon, there's no such thing as children.
Yeah, there's no such thing as children.
I think this is a good time to close off.
No, so we got a few minutes.
All right.
A half hour at least.
Well, not another hour. We usually go 2.
I said half hour.
I heard hour.
Then what the hell are we going to talk about?
Well, I mean, this would have been, one of these days.
What up?
I was thinking it would be funny if we could get like some Q&As from like fans once like more people start rolling in. Yeah. And it'd be like, oh, hey, now's your chance. Like, if you want to donate money to us through super chats, like, this is the time of the hour where you could just send in like super chats and talk, and we'll answer your questions. But
lovely, getting money,
more Q&A shit. Okay,
money that's split in 4 different ways.
I mean, hey, yeah. I mean,
after YouTube takes half of it.
Yep, trying to fuck us over.
A lot of people do fucking Patreon or use.
I think this is why people tend to use what the thing's called, Streamlabs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What
Look
the hell?
At the baby orange.
I want the baby. I want the baby.
There you go. There's your cat for the day.
I still haven't celebrated Chester's 4th birthday yet. I've just been so damn sick a lot lately.
Ash, I see you, buddy.
I'm sure Chester will understand.
I don't know. He's been a real asshole lately.
But sir, what is it, bud? Are you want up?
Yes, in case you don't know, there are 3 people in this chat that have cats, and there's only one that just has a dog.
Mm-hmm. And 2 that said cats.
I'm
black
checking
cats.
uplifting news to see if there's anything that would be interesting to talk about. Not really sure.
As long as it's not Trump again, I'll be fine.
As long as it's not the chicken song, you'll be fine, you said?
Without Trump.
Oh.
Ugh.
I swear to God, I think I watched like Detective Pikachu about 5 times this week already.
Oh God. We got the games coming out in October.
I'm telling you, I am so sick. It's like my comfort movie right now.
Oh, that was like me with this first SpongeBob movie.
Mm-hmm. It's like the only thing that would make me feel comfortable watching.
Oh, I guess, well, since we have time, I can talk about this really quick. So the Good Burger 2 teaser trailer came out.
Oh, boy.
And I found out that Carmen Electra is coming back for the movie.
Oh, no.
No.
Run, bitch, run!
And for when I saw in the teaser, Kel nearly kills Keenan by running over him.
Oh, God.
They did a joke where the waiter, they're at like Keenan and Kel are at the restaurant, and the waiter says water, and he says, "It looks like it. Let me check." Kel takes a sip of water and then puts it back in the jar. He's like, "Yep, that's definitely water."
Here's the thing, Kel Mitchell looks so weird without his, like, facial hair now.
Who does?
Kel Mitchell.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so used to now seeing him with facial hair. Like, him, like, baby face now is all weird to me.
Okay, so Josh from All That is coming back.
Aw, I'm glad Joshy's coming back. Please tell me Lori Beth is coming back.
Hold on, I'm trying to get to the entire cast list. Look, yeah, Lori Beth is coming back, playing the same character she played in the first movie.
Oh, I love that character. She even made my ears go, what the fuck?
Kel's just like, I can't stomach this, all this entire order.
The bitch went so fast.
So apparently the movie takes place in Dallas, New York, Los Angeles. Oh my God, is Good Burger becoming a chain?
Oh no.
It's got a lot of extras in it, but it doesn't. I don't know exactly what the plot line is going to be for this movie. All I know is that they just showed them back together again.
When the hell is this supposed to be released again?
Later this year on Paramount Plus.
Okay. I need to get my Paramount Plus back, I'll be honest.
By the way, the director made a terrible movie called All About Steve.
What the fuck?
It was a movie that starts Sandra Bullock, and she won a Razzie for it the night before. She won the Razzie the night before she won an Oscar for that movie that now is getting criticized for being The Blind Side, for being for not telling the real story and just getting it from the parents' point of view.
Oh God, the man looks so dumb in that movie.
I was forced to watch that because I was on jury duty back in 2012, and yeah, they forced us to watch that.
Why?
Yeah.
Because when you're in jury duty, like they sit you in a room and they make you watch movies until your name gets called.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
Like this time around when I went a few months ago, it was Cheaper by the Dozen 2, and it was Snow Dogs.
I would kill myself.
But what was it? I'm trying to remember. I actually met the main actor who played The Blind Side at work, and he was promoting some other movie that he was a part of. It was a Christian movie of some kind that I did not go see. But they gave us tickets to it, and I said, yeah, I'll go see it. Yeah. And then I was like, here, take the tickets. But afterwards, his best friend and him gave myself and one of my coworkers a deep tissue massage.
What the hell?
I'm not kidding. Deep tissue massage.
And how the hell did this come about, may I ask?
They were just like, man, these two have really taken great care of us. They deserve the best. They deserve the best massages.
Oh my God.
And we're both looking at each other going, what the fuck?
Deep down inside, the smell right now smells like a school of
Nobody's
dead
been
fish.
smoking too much.
Oh.
So I heard Barbie beat out Mario this year.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Which I knew it was going to happen because the Barbie movie's better. to be quite honest.
I haven't watched the Barbie movie yet, so I can't say nothing.
Sylph, have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so I can't really say anything yet. But no, yeah. And like I said, not surprising considering it was the better movie out of the two. But those are the only two movies that I've really seen besides the Transformers movie that recently came out.
Well, Margot Robbie is hot. What can I say?
Well, I'm sure that you would be the first in line to, if she was like, I will fuck anybody in America. She's like, you heard the lady, take a number.
Dude, if she fucking let me fuck her while she's dressed up as Harley Quinn in those booty shorts, hell yeah.
Oh, damn.
Okay, I have something for you, Circus.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Go to horny jail.
Bonk.
This is even funnier because on my screen I have the Hello Kitty theme installed.
Bonk, 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 Circus, bonk.
Moonie, the way you're saying it makes it sound like we need to send you to horny jail too.
I think it's time to get the vibrators out, Moonie.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. The black lipstick's around somewhere.
So you know those two friends I was talking to you about?
Oh,
What about-
I don't want to bring this up on
You
the
want
air.
to bring this
though?
on the air?
Maybe mention it after.
I'm just saying they just came around again this time.
Oh,
Oh shit.
She ended up finding my vibrators.
you gotta keep those locked in a box somewhere.
Dude, I had them locked somewhere, but she wanted to get nosy and look at my stuff.
You would have just told
What?
told him to mind her goddamn business.
Jesus.
Oh geez. In that case, this is where you have a room that you don't want them to go in. Get a life-size cutout of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and so when they go in, they're greeted by that. Maybe put angry eyebrows on him.
Or even better yet, just get the John Cena mermaid.
Dude, I'll just get some random googly eyes and put them on the Rock. Like those big ass ones.
Oh god, it'll just be like the Tooth Fairy movie all over again.
That would be almost meme worthy.
And he can't defend that movie. He can't.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Like, one thing I'll say about John Cena, there's not a movie role that he has done yet where it was completely embarrassing.
Oh, the dude wasn't Fred. What can you say about that?
Well, that wasn't really a movie. That was just a vanity project.
Good lord.
And that was actually kind of funny, his cameos.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of Fred.
He was probably the good thing about the movie too. That's like the equivalent of the gay teenager just hoping like, man, I wish John Cena was my dad.
Gosh.
You got to remember, a lot of the LGBTQ back when John Cena was a wrestler, they watched him specifically because he always would take off his shirt before a match happened.
Oh, fuck.
Like, you should have heard the screams in the audience, like every time he took his shirt off and like the muscles were shown. It was deafening. Like you could hear it from 5 miles away from the arena.
Damn, people be thirsty.
Oh yeah, they were. I'm not kidding you. Like, he came out in this t-shirt and shorts every night. Well, not every night, every Monday night. I actually went to a few shows live to see him. And when it got to his portion of the show, which was the end of the show, because he was always the main event, like, he would come in there with his t-shirt and his jorts, because he always wear jorts, and sneakers, and he would get in the ring, and then once the bell rang, he would take off his shirt, and then he would hear, ah! And then the men in the audience were like, why is it that women can't scream for me when I do that? And then the women Well, no, he didn't just have a six-pack. That guy had fucking shoulders like boulders.
Oh, someone just salty that the only way he's going to get touched by a woman is through a taser.
Oh,
Oh, that is fucking brutal, dude.
One of my trans
I should
friends.
mention I got that from a reply from this Twitter thing
no.
where the person was replying to a guy with an NFT profile pic.
Oh God. One of my one of my trans friends recently got upset because there were too many guys online saying, "Oh, why is it that I can't find a girl?" And then my trans friend was like, "It's because you don't dress like a gay man. You dress too much like a straight guy. If you dress like a gay man, you would get laid more often." Okay.
Yeah.
Like that's the secret formula, you motherfuckers.
Women want their men to look nice.
Well, more than just nice, like really take care of yourselves. Like, you know, like get into the whole skin care, hair care, beard care if you have a beard.
Then they're just Patrick Bateman at this point.
Oh no, Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman was the guy that was obsessed because his business card didn't look as good as the other men's business cards. And they were going too far into like wild territory with that one.
Dude, he's crazy.
Yes, I mean the guy literally thought in his head that he killed people when he really didn't.
Yeah.
By the way, spoiler alert for American Psycho. He actually thought that he killed people when he really didn't. Which was kind of like a shitty ending in my opinion, because it was like, wait a minute, none of it ever happened. He just thought he did.
That's the thing. That ending did fuck me up. I'm like, really?
Oh, the dreaded it was just a dream.
Yeah.
It wasn't even really a dream. Like he just like he wasn't even really sleeping. Like he actually thought he was going to prison and that he was like gonna do all these things because he killed 3 people.
Okay, so not night dream, but daydream.
Yeah.
It wasn't really daydream because he actually thought it happened. Like daydreaming is like you're hoping it happens, but this was just like, oh, I literally thought I'd done these things, and then I find out from one of my business partners that no, that person that I killed is actually still alive, and those prostitutes and those prostitutes that I was filming with my video camera that I killed later on, no, they're still going around doing sex work with other businessmen. So I was like,
I convinced he has schizophrenia.
It wasn't even really schizophrenia because they were real people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was all in his head anyways.
Yeah, it was just all in his head, which really ruined the ending for me. It's like, okay, so he just went through 2 hours for nothing. I had to hear him talk about Phil Collins for 20 minutes.
In the book is a lot worse.
I know it's a lot worse. That's why I didn't read the book. I'm like that guy had such a man crush for Phil Collins, the biggest dick in the music business. Doesn't surprise me that he liked him. Like it's an actual fucking meme. Like every time you want to be creepy around a woman, all you have to do is say, "Do you like Phil Collins?"
Hey, his song Easy Lover ain't that bad. Sit down.
All I can think of the South Park episode with Phil Collins.
Oh God.
Pig Christina Aguilera. Get off, get off.
Well, he's got his Oscar for when he did the music for Tarzan.
Oh, him.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh God. Now I'm already thinking about. Are you thinking about Circus? You're thinking about that pink Christina Aguilera monster?
Yes.
Ugh.
That's what I was saying. Get her off. Get her off. Chris Aguilera head on a pig.
When she should have been a genie in a bottle.
Nah.
Oh, speaking of Christina and the whole Britney thing, there was a show, I don't know if you watched it, Circus, called The Dark Side of the 2000s. They literally had an episode about Lindsay Lohan and the fact that she was hanging out with like all the blonde pop stars, and like how she was like in a car with, I think, what was it, Christina, like Paris and Britney, and every like paparazzi was like, oh my God, they're all 4 of them are in the same car together.
Jesus.
He just brought that up for me just out of the blue.
I've seen, what was it? I saw one of the episodes. I was trying to avoid the whole like John and Kate +8 one.
Oh yeah, I saw that episode. I didn't watch the reality show, thankfully, but yeah, that one was not. Yeah, that one was messed up.
I watched it because my mom watched it.
Of course, because everybody. Yeah, because I knew that show existed, but I knew that there were a lot of people that just wanted to watch it just because they wanted to see the drama involving those two. I'm like, no, thank you.
Kate Gosling, the face of Karen's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Literally, she literally is the Karens. Like she's the spokesperson for Karens.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think one of the episodes I watched.
Well, they did an episode on, what was it, an MTV show where like fans voted for like
TRL. That's the one I watched.
Yeah, a TRL. Yes.
Because I watched that shit religiously when I was like 9.
Yeah, they did an episode on that, and basically how the show went under because people were actually like there were like record companies that hired people to like mess up with the results of the music video. So instead of NSYNC being number 1, it would be a Limp Bizkit song. Like, don't you want to see Limp Bizkit number 1 on their show? Oh, God damn it. You better vote for Limp Bizkit. Dude,
I just remember the battle between the Backstreet Boy fans and NSYNC fans during that time.
Oh yes, the war of the boy band fans.
Oh yeah.
Because they interviewed Chris from NSYNC, and he was like, God, it's such a relief that I didn't have to go through that rigorous schedule, even though I kind of miss it. And to think that the members of NSYNC are coming back for Trolls 3.
No!
All I can think about Chris Kirkpatrick is his fucking Shiny Teeth song he made for Fairly Odd Parents.
I didn't even recognize Chris when they interviewed him. I was like, wait a minute, who's this guy? I was like, that's Chris? Holy shit.
Yeah,
I didn't even recognize him.
The dreadlocks.
Yeah, no, yeah, he completely got rid of the dreadlocks.
Uh-huh. I think Lance has aged well.
Yeah, Lance definitely aged well, but then again, I mean, he came out the best out of everybody in that.
When he came out of the closet, everybody's like, "Duh, we already."
Not only did everybody say "duh," they also cried. I remember there was some girls in high school that were crying about it. It's like, no, I wanted to suck his dick and now I can't.
I already knew he was gay.
Most people knew. Like, it was no surprise, not to any of us. I mean, I know that he did date one of the contestants on The Amazing Race back when they won the whole thing on their season, and I remember it was like a big deal. It's like, oh hey, Lance is marrying a reality star.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't really say reality star because Amazing Race doesn't really put out reality people. they just want to race. They just want to go travel around the world. And I don't think. Lance was in a movie with Joey where it was like a straight romance film, and people were like, "This is so awkward," because it's like Lance's. It's almost kind of like watching Neil Patrick Harris and How I Met Your Mother, except it's not as good.
I think I'd rather watch Neil Patrick Harris, to be honest.
The guy's talented.
I mean, come on, he is one of the funniest gay men out there.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the Lemony Snicket Netflix remake that they did. I'm like, wow, he does a better job than Jim Carrey does, and that's saying something.
All the Harold Kumar films.
Oh, I never watched any of the Harold and Kumar films.
He's like carrying his own self.
Of course.
Like he's acting straight in it and all that shit. It's so funny. Like he's like think he's bigger than life.
Yes, because as we all know, Neil Patrick Harris became famous on How I Met Your Mother for playing a straight guy that was always having sex with women. And it was just so ironic. It was just like the irony of him playing that character.
He became popular early on for playing a child character who was a doctor.
Yes. And the funny thing is, too, on that show, like his twin brother was Wayne Brady, who played a gay man. So it was like the roles reversed for the actors. It was funny.
Oh.
Oh,
and the way they describe them as twins, like, wait, why is one of us white and the other is black? At first, their mom was like, well, when I had Neil, I had vanilla ice cream, and when I had Wayne, I had chocolate ice cream. And then as they got older, as teenagers, they asked the question again to their mom. It's like, I don't fucking know. I don't know the miracles of childbirth. Stop asking me.
Stuff like that has happened in real life.
Yes.
Yeah, usually, like, both parents are mixed. Usually that happens.
But that's the thing with Poochie and Weather Report in part 6. They're fraternal twins, but one's black and one's white.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, live action movie of that would be pretty fucking sweet. Well, now's a good time to end the show.
Yes.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris, everybody.
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris.
My buddy.
Now it makes me want to look at his IMDb page when we get off the air. But all right, so everybody, thank you for listening again. We are going to head off the show now, and we will be back next Friday with another podcast episode. Wednesdays, we will be doing our series on Phoenix Wright Justice for All, the second of the Ace Attorney.
You're about to say Doggerompa again, weren't you?
No, I wasn't actually. I was not.
You're so used to saying Doggerompa at this point.
Yeah.
I'm so used to be doing this voice, I need to give it a rest every now and then. I need to start playing other characters.
Well, I'll be doing some contracts, and that's what I got.
Oh, yeah, the country girl's coming back. I'll spoil that at least. And, of course, Judge is coming back, so you got to play the good old happy Judge.
I don't know what.
Although he won't be happy in this game because of a certain character that Moonie's going to play. So just be prepared for that.
Thanks.
Oh,
right.
I'm scared now.
Really?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, so we're going to start our Justice for All stream on Wednesday. And then, like I said, Friday will be our podcast nights, and we'll have more topics up for you then. Until then, good night. Enjoy your weekend. We'll catch you later. And, yeah, bye, everybody. See you.
Bye.
Everyone take care.
Bye.
Stay healthy.